So if you want to take any pictures, that's fine, as long as there's no flash. We don't urge you to stop speaking, you can just fire away. So to give you some background on the castle, it was originally a Roman fortress until the 5th century, when the Romans left, so we don't really know a lot about what happened here after that. So it's the end of the talk, so thank you. So the Normans came over next, so they built the keep, which is a little castle on the hill outside. It's about 1,000 years old. And the oldest part of the house dates from the 15th century, so 600 years ago. Inside, all the decoration inside is all Victorian, so it's from the 1870s and 1880s. And the reason for this was this man here. So this was Lord Bute, he was the 3rd Marquis of Bute. And in 1848, when he was just 6 months old, his father passed away, so he inherited all of his father's wealth and titles. And the Times newspaper said that he was the richest baby in the British Empire. So he grew up to be one of the richest men in the world, if not the richest. So there were 4 children together. And this was the architect William Burgess. This is the man who designed everything that you see in the rooms. So he's quite an eccentric character. Apparently he'd often wear medieval clothing and dance around the grounds to medieval music. And he often had a pet parrot on his shoulder as well. So yeah, quite a strange man. He did take a lot of opium as well, so that might explain some of his behaviours. Yeah, we're in the clock tower now, so the theme for this room is time. So if you look up at the ceiling, you can see the signs of the zodiac, or the star signs. So something that Lord Bute was very fascinated by. And on the upper halves of the walls are the 4 seasons. There's no Frankie Down the spring on the wall in front of me, so you can see the flowers beginning to bloom there. And then it goes clockwise from there to the summer on this wall here. Above the door, where we came in, is the autumn, so you can see they're harvesting the apples and the leaves have fallen from the trees. And then it's the winter on this wall here, so you can see that the people over on the left, they're warming themselves by the fires. And yeah, if you look at the stained glass windows, these are Anglo-Saxon gods, and these are the gods they named the days of the week after in English. So on the left there is Marni, and then Tua and Woden, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then it continues over here with Thor, Freya, and Seattle, so Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And then, as you can see, they ran out of windows there, so they put the sun up in the centre of the ceiling for Sunday. And yeah, in the corners of the room there are some more sun, so just over this way, moon goddess, she begins to cover the sun with a cloak in the evening. And then the last one is just hidden away behind the chimney piece, which is holding a crescent moon in the sky at night time. Yeah, so that's the theme of time. The other theme is the theme of love. So on the chimney piece there's a statue of the god of love, and then underneath is a Latin inscription from the Roman poet Virgil, and it says, "Love conquers all, let us all yield to love." And there are these scenes of medieval romance and courtship below. So it looks very romantic, which is sort of ironic, because the ladies weren't actually allowed in this room at the time. So this was actually the smoking room. So this is where the men would come to smoke their cigars, and they drink their whiskey in here, so it would have been off limits to the ladies back then. But they had, there's another room which is where the ladies would have their tea and their coffee, and it's actually the most valuable room in the house as well. So we'll pass by that later on, you can take a look at it after the tour if you like. Yeah, this would have been the most important feature of the room, this sideboard here. So in here, this is where they kept the just in these little drawers here, they kept the tobacco and the cigars, and then there are 4 cupboards below, and in those they kept the whiskies and the brandies and the spirits. And then right at the bottom is the cellarette that would slide out, and it would hold about 150 bottles of wine stashed away in there. And Lord Bute actually had his own vineyard nearby, so he made his own wine as well. But apparently it wasn't very good. So somebody wrote a review of his wine for a magazine called Punch, and it said, "To drink a bottle of Lord Bute's wine, you need 4 people. So 1 person to drink the wine, the second to hold the bottle, and then 2 more to hold the victim down." So it's not really a glowing review. But yeah, so got to mention as well, his full name is John Patrick Crichton Stewart. So this is the Stuart coat of arms, which you'll see throughout the house, this sort of checkered pattern here. So you can see it's painted into the ceiling as well. So you'll see that in most of the rooms, so it's the Stuart coat of arms. But are there any questions at all so far?
Yeah, I've got one. So, you know this main rooftop area, I was saying just along the run.
So this is, well, it's a ram, but it's a fish sort of tail.
Oh.
So it's, these, they call these a sort of medieval grotesque. So it's, they're meant to be these sort of weird sort of creatures meant to kind of ward off evil spirits.
Oh, okay.
So it's just simply doing medieval architecture, which we're sort of trying to imitate throughout the house. Any other questions at all? All right, so yeah, we'll go over to the next room then. As I say, the ladies weren't allowed in this room at the time, so as we go out, if you look up, you'll see there's a monster that's meant to frighten away the ladies. But just remember to look back down, so there's a bit of a step. But, yeah, just keep going.
Really nice.